The 2026 Kia Sportage is here, and while it's not a full redesign, it's definitely had a thoughtful refresh. New lighting, a sharper front end, a more refined interior, and a few smart upgrades under the hood give it that maybe I should wait kind of vibe. If you're torn between grabbing a 2025 or holding out for the latest model, this video will break down exactly what's changed and whether the update is worth the wait. Let's start with the most obvious change: styling. The front end of the 2026 Sportage finally says goodbye to those love it or hate it boomerang-style LED daytime running lights. In their place, Kia gives us a stacked headlamp with cube-style LED projectors that bring a tougher, more squared-off look. It's more rugged, more masculine, and honestly, more mature. The grille has been reshaped too, broader, taller, and more upright, which helps the Sportage lean further into SUV territory rather than blending in with a sea of jellybean-shaped crossovers. It's like the Sportage went to the gym over the summer and came back with broader shoulders and a better sense of style. Standard wheels are 17-inch alloys, but buyers can upgrade to 18s or 19s depending on the trim. And yes, it still comes with a compact spare, so you're not stranded with a can of goo. The X-Line trim brings its own flair with blacked-out exterior accents, Michelin tires, and a gloss black grille that adds a bit of edge. Kia also introduced new available exterior paint colors for 2026, giving buyers a few fresh ways to stand out. Around back, the upgrades are more subtle but still noticeable. The bumper design has been smoothed out, and the taillight graphics are now clearer and a bit more upscale. It's not a total makeover, but park it next to a 2025 Sportage and the difference is clear. Same DNA, but a sharper presentation. But the changes aren't just skin deep. Step inside and you'll find one of the biggest upgrades Kia has rolled out in recent years: a redesigned dash with a new digital panoramic display. Gone is the segmented setup from previous models. Now you get a seamless curved panel housing two 12.3-inch screens, one for the driver display and another for infotainment. It's one of those upgrades that instantly modernizes the cabin and brings the Sportage more in line with luxury crossovers. It's responsive, easy to read, and supports over-the-air updates. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, finally standard on most trims. That alone is a win. Another big update is the redesigned steering wheel. Kia finally ditched the old 3-spoke setup, which was covered in gloss black buttons that collected fingerprints like they were part of a crime scene. In its place, you now get a cleaner, more modern 2-spoke design that looks like it was borrowed from a luxury EV concept. The shape is flatter and wider with textured scroll wheels that actually feel satisfying to use. Kind of like the tactile joy of a nice mechanical keyboard, but for your thumbs. It might seem like a small change, but once you use it, you'll wonder why every steering wheel doesn't look and feel this good. It brings a subtle touch of class to the cabin and complements the new dual-screen layout perfectly. Other interior tweaks include added USB-C charging ports in both rows, more refined ambient lighting that gives the cabin a softer glow, and some upgraded textures and trim materials, especially in the X-Line Prestige and XS Prestige trims. And a quick thanks to Kia for not going full spaceship and keeping real physical buttons for the important stuff. Heated seats, steering wheel, and climate controls all still have good old-fashioned tactile switches. No digging through 3 menus just to cool your butt off. We see you, Kia, and we appreciate you. By the way, if you've been enjoying this video so far, please consider giving us a follow. We're working hard to grow our channel, and your support really helps us bring you the latest automotive news. Okay, let's shift gears and talk about how Kia restructured the lineup for 2026. One of the biggest shakeups happens in the plug-in hybrid department. The PHEV Sportage now comes in 2 distinct X-Line trims: X-Line all-wheel drive and X-Line Prestige all-wheel drive. So if you've been wanting that rugged, outdoorsy look with the quiet efficiency of a plug-in, you no longer have to choose between form and function. Pricing starts at $40,490 for the X-Line all-wheel drive and tops out at $47,190 for the fully loaded Prestige version. Both come standard with all-wheel drive and feature Kia's latest tech, along with an estimated 34 miles of electric-only driving range. Perfect for daily commutes or grocery runs without using a drop of gas. The regular hybrid version carries over largely unchanged, still offering excellent fuel economy and smooth performance thanks to its 1.6-liter turbocharged engine paired with an electric motor. It remains a great choice for anyone looking to boost efficiency without plugging in. And yes, the good old gas-only version is still around. The base Sportage LX with front-wheel drive starts at $28,690, while all-wheel drive adds about $2,000. The EX starts at $30,490, the SX comes in at $34,290, and the SX Prestige tops out at $36,290 before options. In other words, there's something for nearly every budget and powertrain preference. Now let's talk about functionality, because Kia didn't forget that this is still an SUV, even if it's dressed like a high-tech gadget. X-Line and X-Pro trims now come with an improved multi-terrain drive mode system, offering dedicated settings for snow, mud, and sand. It's not going to replace a hardcore off-roader, but it does add confidence when the pavement ends. The system adjusts throttle response, gear shifts, and even stability control settings to better suit low traction conditions. Combine that with standard all-wheel drive on the X-Line and X-Pro trims, and you've got a surprisingly capable little adventurer. One of the new details that enthusiasts might appreciate is the updated lighting signature on select trims. The X-Line and the X-Pro models now feature an amber star map LED running light pattern that really pops at night. It's not just for looks either. It's functional and helps improve visibility, especially in bad weather. Small touches like these add up and make the Sportage feel more premium than its price tag suggests. As for comfort and convenience, Kia doubled down here too. The Sportage now features an available heads-up display, improved ambient lighting, and a more intuitive climate control layout. Wireless charging is still available, and all trims come standard with a suite of driver assistance tech, including lane keeping assist, blind spot detection, rear cross traffic alert, and forward collision avoidance. It's the kind of safety suite you'd expect in a luxury SUV, and it's standard even on the more affordable trims. For 2026, Kia also leaned into its marketing push with a campaign called Keep the Adventure Going, which showcases the X-Pro trim on a cross-country road trip. It's a clever nod to the growing popularity of adventure-style trims, even if most buyers won't take their Sportage off-road. But hey, it looks the part, and with 8.3 inches of ground clearance and standard roof rails, it's more than capable of handling weekend camping trips or snowy driveways. What's interesting about this update is that it feels like Kia is responding directly to customer feedback. People liked the tech, but they wanted it better integrated. They liked the styling, but wanted something a bit less divisive. They liked the hybrid, but wanted more trim flexibility. And that's exactly what Kia delivered. An evolution, not a revolution. Now, are there any downsides? Sure. If you were a fan of the old boomerang headlights, or you wanted more dramatic mechanical changes like a power bump or improved ride quality, you might be a little underwhelmed. But for the vast majority of buyers, these changes check all the right boxes. You get a more mature design, a vastly improved user interface, more standard tech, and better packaging on the hybrid and plug-in options. And all without a significant price increase. So let's do a quick recap. The 2026 Sportage brings a sharper front end with cube-style LED lighting, a more upright grille, and subtle updates to the taillights and rear bumper. Inside, the new dual-screen layout modernizes the cabin, while the simplified steering wheel, enhanced ambient lighting, and upgraded materials make everything feel a bit more upscale. The plug-in hybrid now joins the X-Line trim family, giving buyers a rugged design without sacrificing efficiency. All-wheel drive is either standard or optional on most trims, and pricing stays competitive. Kia also improved terrain modes, added more USB-C ports, and finally made wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto more seamless across the lineup. So should you wait for the 2026 or scoop up a discounted 2025? If tech, styling, and refinement matter the most, the 2026 is worth the wait. But if you're budget conscious and don't mind the boomerang lights, the 2025 is still a solid choice. Either way, the Sportage remains one of the most well-rounded compact SUVs on the market. Thanks for watching. If this breakdown helped, hit that like button and the subscribe for more updates on the latest cars and SUVs. And let us know in the comments, good old gas engine, hybrid, or plug-in? What's your pick?